Welcome to Jawsology. It's time for them preseason power rankings. Not for the NFL, for Jawsology Football Showcase. All right? But let's see how it goes. Stay tuned. All right, so it's time for the power rankings. So I gave you like a little bit of a sneak peek with that when we went over the draft results. Told you some teams that I like, some picks that were weird. Rushing King with Pat Mahomes in the second pick overall. But, my fault. That was in my throat. But, just it's time for the power rankings, man. This is the post draft hype that you always be having to be like, yo, my team is the best team ever. Unfortunately, I don't have that luxury, and I must be objective. I must be objective. All right. So, without further ado, let's take a look, and we can clearly tell at number 12 who I think is going to be the 12th best team out of 12 in this fantasy football league. Um, we got Rushing King, right? So obviously a big hit was the fact that he got Pat Mahomes second overall when he could have got a running back, or even if you didn't want to go with a running back first, you could at least went for a receiver. With the second pick overall, though, like usually it's a running back. You know what I mean? Just Pat Mahomes, and you think he would have addressed the running back later on, Miles Sanders, and then after that just said to hell with it. So yeah, no, like no. So he's clearly gonna have the 12th best team. You can take a look here. You can see it right here. It's just like no, 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 no. I'm sorry, bro. You could have done a whole lot better. You could have done a whole lot better. All right, at 11, you see now it gets a little bit better. It gets a little bit harder now to rank these objectively. At 11, I had to give it to Vikal, 97. Um, I like the Najee Harris pick. Again, I still think it's too early, but he got Hopkins. So if he got Hopkins in the first round, Najee Harris in the second round, so it's a wash. Whatever. The first two picks were really good picks. Carson's a really good pick. Rodgers is a really good pick. Okay, but there's some question marks that I have for Chris Carson. Not a lot of people have questions for Chris Carson, but there's too many running backs on the team, and I get scared of a team that has more than 3 running backs on its roster. Um, that's my main issue there. Juju has a good floor. Aaron Rodgers is going to be elite. But then it's Robbie Anderson and Pat Freiermuth. And it's like you took 2 tight ends in 7th round and the 9th round with a defense in the middle. There's just so much more that you could have done with your picks that you just did not do or address. And it's looking okay. For right now, I just don't see it. All right. Next, I got to give it to my guy, Rick Lewis. Unfortunately, my guy, it got really hard. I'm not going to lie. It got really hard doing the power rankings. Again, he's the ninth best team out of 12. But, it kind of got hard. So I like the Nick Chubb pick. The DK Metcalf pick was great. Josh Allen, great. Kyle Pitts, great. So, like, the first 4 picks, he hit it good. Godwin, I can't complain. But yet at the same time, I'm like, too many mouths to feed. Too many mouths to feed. Gio Bernard, Godwin, Antonio Brown, Mike Evans, Gronk. There's only one football. What are you gonna do? And then you pick the running back from the same team again, Leonard Fournette, and you got Ronald Jones. Do we know who's really the one, or is it a 1A, 1B? Is it a R running back by committee? Like, what is the intent and purpose here? Like, I can't really see how you plan on doing it. Jamar Chase, listen, we've all seen the preseason. We all seen the fact that he's had pretty much only 2 catches all preseason, and he has twice as many drops, if not 3 times as many drops in the preseason. The Bengals are the Bengals. We can't be surprised at this point. Trey Sermon, I believe, that may be a running back for the future to replace Fournette, maybe. Now here is Mr. Objectivity himself with a nice spot. That's me. I give it to myself. I like my team and I don't like my team in the same breath. Like I said in the other video, I like to go running back. And I didn't. I like my wide receivers. Oh, my wide receivers are great, in my opinion. Calvin Ridley, Terry McLaurin, Cooper Cup. Um, Calvin Ridley is clearly the number one. Terry McLaurin is clearly the number one. Cooper Cup is the 1B to Robert Woods. And we know that Matthew Stafford like throwing to that little slot guy. Edelman was pretty good with Matt Stafford. You know what I mean? So we got Kamara. Javonte Williams is honestly, maybe I went too early for Javonte Williams. So I really don't have running backs. So it's really Kamara or bust for me, honestly, when it comes to my running backs. So that's why I had to give myself 9. I could have done better. But you live and you learn. I should have mock drafted more. Maybe. For number 8, I have to give this one to Senor Kwashi himself. Yes, I did mix 2 ethnicities with that one. So we got Saquon Barkley. He's gonna start week 1. I had to confirm before I made these power rankings. Is he gonna play week 1? He's gonna play week 1. That's good. And then we got Stephon Diggs, Mike Evans, Julio Jones. Good wide receiver core. Can't complain about either of them. Again, I still have the same hesitation with Mike Evans as I do with Godwin because it's 5 wide receivers or 5 receiving targets and only 1 football. Who's gonna get the bread? So Mike Evans seems to be the touchdown target, but Gronk is also the touchdown target. So it's just Kareem Hunt is the second running back. He doesn't do great fantasy wise as long as Nick Chubb is healthy and in the game. So that's interesting to me. And we know Mike Thomas is not going to play week 1. I did have to take a look. Galladay is going to play week 1. Looks like he is. But he hasn't practiced with Daniel Jones. He hasn't practiced with the team at all. It's still a new system for him. I don't know how that's going to go. Ronald Jones, again, same with Leonard Fournette. But in this case, I think it'll be better for you to start Ronald Jones over Kareem Hunt. Looks like Tannehill at the starting quarterback. Great pickup. Hunter Henry at tight end. Pretty good pickup, but you got a 2 tight end system with a rookie quarterback. I don't really know. Are they going to go the Aaron Hernandez, Gronk route with the double tight end? Maybe. Might really be good for Mac Jones. But, well, Mac Jones did beat out Cam, so I should respect that a little bit. He did beat out Cam, even if it wasn't for the vaccination status. I do like the fact that he has Justin Fields in the bench because we know Justin Fields is going to start this year. It's obvious. So he's going to have a great quarterback to bring it back to towards the end of the season. I'm not even going to talk about Mark Ingram. I will not talk about any Houston Texans running backs. That's just not going to be mentioned. All right. But I had to give him number 8. Not so much that his team was bad, but it's just that the other teams seem to be better. All right. Now we got to go with Felon at number 7. All right. And I swear I didn't try to do that to make it rhyme, but it just ended up being that. Travis Kelce, first pick. Can't complain. Eckler Robinson, 2 running back leaders. Can't complain. That's really good. Gus Edwards, he got the injuries, ended up taking it. Robinson and Edwards are reaping the benefits of the injury before them. So honestly, his team seems to be very solid all the way around. If you look at his team, he stacked the quarterback and receiver for Amari Cooper and Dak Prescott. I kind of like it. You got Austin Eckler, who's going to be getting receptions as a running back. James Robinson, which is really going to be that pound and running back. You got Gus Edwards, a Ravens running back. Need I say more? The receivers kind of is Cortland Sutton. I don't trust Teddy. Devonta Smith. Is Jalen Hurts really that guy? Kenyon Drake, backup. So, yeah, number 7, definitely going to be a Felon. All right. I couldn't help myself. It was too good to pass. At number 6, Jay Kernan, 2. All right. Now, I know people are going to call me haters. People are going to take this tape and they're going to be like, yo, I'm going to remember this. Wait till I play you. Whatever. Bring it on, baby. I ain't scared. Actually, no, I kind of am scared. My team's number 9 on this ranking list, so I hope I can actually get some trades in, hopefully. Talk to me. I need a running back by addition, not swaps. Anyway, so Joe Kernan. We got Devonta Adams and Allen Robinson as the wide receivers and Darren Waller in the middle. Great 3 picks. Can't complain about either of them. The reason he's at the bottom of the top half is just because of the running backs. Darrell Henderson is the Rams don't trust him. They've made it apparent. Mike Davis is going to be the running back one, not a running team. Myles Gaskin. I love Myles Gaskin. I really do. Too many running backs on that team for me to be able to say he's a clear-cut running back one. There's a chance it could be Savon Ahmed, or it's again, when there's too many running backs in a room, it kind of gives me a reason to pause to be like, you're not going to be the number one. I'm not going to put myself in that position. So then he goes with Pittman and Samuels. It looks pretty good. That's interesting. And then he has two of the best defenses in the league with the Ravens and the Browns. So can't complain about either of those. But that's why he's in the top half. So before you sit over here and get all pissed off at me, you're in the top half. Geez, somebody had to get 6. And for number 5, I had to give it to Hidalgo. This one's actually kind of interesting because I feel McCaffrey carries a lot of weight. All right, Josh Jacobs, 2 running backs, love it. Kittle in the middle. Seems to be like I like the people who grab the tight ends in the second round. Looks like, but yeah, no, McCaffrey and Jacobs, starting running backs. Kittle's the tight end. Russell Wilson's a quarterback. You can't complain about either of that. You know what I mean? This is where it really started getting hard. It's just that Robert Woods has a good floor. He has a good floor. The ceiling's not so high, but the floor is really good and steady. I don't trust any Bengals players because when Joe Burrow goes down, who the hell is throwing the ball to these Bengals receivers? Yeah, no. So I'm just gonna try to take a look at the starting lineup. It's good. It's good. He's number 5, so that's a compliment. His quarterback is Russell Wilson, McCaffrey, Jacobs at running back, Woods and Higgins at wide receiver. The flex is where I really have my question mark. Are you going to go with Melvin Gordon? Melvin Gordon is a dog when he plays. So Melvin Gordon and Marquise Brown. James Conner. James Conner is a walking hospital. So I don't know. And again, I'm not speaking bad about any of these players when I say they're a walking hospital. It's just that you can't play a 16-game season. I can't expect you to play a 17-game season. So it is what it is at that point. But it's a pretty good team. So I got Hidalgo at rank 5. At number 4, at the preseason power rankings for the Jawsology Fantasy Football Showcase is EMW 1017. All right. I love the first 4 picks: Tyreek Hill, CeeDee Lamb, Aaron Jones, Montgomery. Aaron Jones, Montgomery, real good running backs, solid. Tyreek Hill, high ceiling. There'll be some weeks where it's going to be a really low floor, but really high ceiling. You got CeeDee Lamb. I believe he's going to lead that team in receiving yards. Not so much Amari Cooper, but CeeDee Lamb. Damian Harris, rookie quarterback. They're going to run the ball and throw it to tight ends a lot, so that works. But what ends up coming up here is the Ayukin, the Brandon Ayuk, the Claypool, the Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown's a good pickup, but again, 5 people, 1 ball. Tyler Boyd, Bengals. But then again, these are also the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th round picks. So if there wasn't question marks for these players, then they would have been a first, second round pick. You know what I mean? So it's good pickups. They got question marks, understandably so. The flex is just going to be a mix of everything. He could go with Gio Bernard and Ayuk, because I do believe Gio Bernard is going to do the James White role that Tom Brady loves. So you got Ayuk, you got Claypool, you got Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown should be in a flex spot. Antonio Brown's definitely claiming one in the flex spot. Maybe Gio Bernard takes the other one, but that's where he got depth. He got a lot of people that can fill in that spot. And that's why he's at number 4. All right. At number 3, I had to give it to Fantasy OG. Dalvin Cook, Mixon, good running back core right there. Kyle Allen, Keenan Allen and Deontay Johnson. Really good floor for wide receivers. You know they're going to get you at least 5 to 7 catches. They're going to get you at least 50 to 75 yards a game. They're going to get you at least 12.5 fantasy points a game. So that's really good floors. Chase Edmonds in the flex position, Jared Judy in a flex position, Darnell Mooney, I'm a fan of, Marquez Callaway, which is a wide receiver one. Well, no, let me phrase that. Marquez Callaway, which is the number one wide receiver on the Saints, and he's going to become the number two when Mike Thomas comes back in week 6 or 7 or 8, whatever week it is. So he got good receivers late. Keenan Allen, Deontay Johnson, probably at the wide receiver spot. Dalvin Cook mixing at the running back. Lamar Jackson at the quarterback. Chase Edmonds and Judy at the flex. But he might be squeezing Marquez Callaway in the flex right there, honestly. Yeah, no. So with that one, the fact that he has some people who's going to be on his bench that could be starting on other teams is what puts him at number 3. Number 2. There's only 2 teams left, 17D Raven and T-Stacks. And I had to give it to 17D Raven. This man got the running backs of everyone's dreams. He got Derrick Henry, Antonio Gibson, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, DeAndre Swift. There's no question about his running backs, but the thing comes down to his wide receivers. Adam Thielen, I know he's older now. I know can he at least be 90% of what he was last year? I don't know. I feel like he might fall off a cliff. DJ Moore. Wait, no. All right, I'm sorry. Live update. D Raven will actually go to 6. Jay Kernan 5. Hildal Gore 4. 4. EMW 3. Fankugi 2. Yeah, no, 17 D Raven. I don't know what I was thinking when I put him at 2. I must have been just mesmerized by the running backs because he's gonna start off 4. But he has absolutely the receiver core is just too many question marks. Thielen and Moore as your starting wide receivers. Brandon Cook is with who? DJ Chark. Yeah, I guess DJ Chark might be startable. Cole Beasley's the number 3. And is he going to play the whole year? He's not vaccinated. So, yeah, no. All right, yeah, no. 17D Ravens number 6. Joe Kernan. Jay Kernan is number 5. Hildal Gore is number 4. EMW is number 3. Fantu Kugi is number 2. And at number 1, we got to go with T-Stacks. All right. Zeke and Taylor. I believe this is going to be a massive bounce back year for Zeke. I think they're going to run with him till the wheels fall off. Taylor, really high ceiling. Just depends on how stubborn the coach wants to be with his other running backs. A.J. Brown, listen, if you double A.J., Julio's going to eat. If you double Julio, A.J.'s going to eat. And if you double them both, Derrick Henry's going to completely destroy you. So it's the Titans just not fair. Kyler Murray, rushing. He has a lot of rushing as a quarterback. Tyler Lockett, really high ceiling, beneath the ground floor. So risk and reward there. Mostert might be a must start. Thing with San Francisco is you never know which running back's going to go good. San Francisco will always have a great RB1. Thing is, you got to figure out which one that week. They got way too many running backs for you to really be like, oh no, he's going to be. No, there's too many to choose from. So, Gesicki, I like Gesicki as a tight end. So, this honestly, this one got like I said in the view, the first 5 picks. Loved it. That's an ideal way to start your draft. You got some really high ceilings. You got A.J. Brown, which has a high floor, really great ceiling. And then you got Tyler Lockett, who has a really high ceiling, but you can compensate for that with A.J. Brown. You know what I mean? And Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray and A.J. Brown can make up for whatever floor Lockett has. And you have Jarvis Landry, which is going to be a really good, solid floor. He's easily going to get at least 4 catches for 50 yards. All right. So these are the preseason power rankings. Let me know what you think. Did I mess the bag? Did I mess up putting 17D Raven at 6? Should I kept him at 2? Should my team be number 1? This guy, the owner of the channel. Like, where did I go wrong? Where did I go right? What do y'all think? Let me know. You know what I mean? So this is definitely a community fantasy league. Definitely want to see what everyone else thinks about this. So, you know what? You know what to do. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Stay tuned. We're gonna have week one preseason. No, not preseason. Stay tuned. We're gonna have the week one matchups video coming up soon. So, see how that goes.